back from Florida, the Tampa Bay Bowl. Director of bands at Jackson High, Joel Shaner, along with two of his musician students, director of the drumline section, Karsen Kelly, and drum major, Brian Huynh. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And you just got back.
Just got back last night, 8 o'clock.
About 7:38, yeah.
Yeah, we ran a little ahead of schedule, so that was good.
Awesome. Well, I heard that you guys did a great job representing our community at the Tampa Bay Bowl, the ReliaQuest Bowl.
ReliaQuest, right.
How was it?
That was very good. And you're right about representing. I mean, our kids did wonderfully. Everywhere we go, people were commenting on how nice our kids were, how respectful, how one young lady at a restaurant said, "You guys always you left it so clean." And that was, I said, that's just an expectation. And it was really neat to see and be a part of that. And be able to represent the community, the school, our bands. Very nice.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah.
The experience of playing at halftime at a bowl game, that's going to be awesome. Is that going to be one of the highlights?
Oh, I think so, for sure. I mean, just the whole atmosphere. I mean, there's so many schools, and it's just constant excitement, you know. Pre-game was awesome, you know. One of the high schools got to go out and play, and then both of the school, Illinois and Mississippi's marching band, both got to play, and you know, you're getting excited, you're up in the stands. And then halftime, it was great. We both came out from two tunnels, and it was a blast for sure.
So Brian, you ended up playing with other high school bands all on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
How many student musicians were participating at once?
There were about 600 student musicians,
oh my gosh.
But there were 1,800 total on the field. There was a very large dance group that was on there as well. And actually in the field, Brian got to conduct. Brian decided to conduct, and so he was placed in one of 5 spots around the stadium on the field, and he mirrored the main conductor. So many kids were following Brian throughout the event to keep it all timed together. So
wow, a lot of pressure.
A little bit of pressure, a little bit.
Yeah, but he did a wonderful job. Yeah.
You brought along a clip
Yeah.
of one of the pieces of your performance. So let's take a look and a listen. Amazing, perfectly choreographed. I think I saw you. What the logistics? You know, you've got your instruments, you've got the uniforms, you've got all these people. Huge crowd at the stadium. That's a lot of pressure. What were the things you were worried about?
I don't know that I was worried about anything myself. Maybe they were worried about different things, because I knew that through all the practice and the discussions that we've talked, they were prepared for a performance. They were prepared for the people, for the crowds, for the attention. No, I don't. And we rehearsed like forever. I mean, a lot of rehearsal while we were in Florida.
Well, you could tell
Right.
there wasn't a single misstep in the whole performance. Tell us about some of the photos that we're looking at now.
Well, a lot of these, this was when we are on the field, and I mean, everybody's got a very specific placement, and it's all discussed. There's so many different leaders that are out on the field discussing. I mean, there's one person just for 15 people, So everybody's got a very specific placement, and it's really not a lot of worry because it's just like anything else. We have to rehearse and we have to work on placements for a regular high school game. It's just that times 100,
Those are all many different schools, and they mix us up by schools. Oh, there we go. Go ahead, Brian. What's this sound?
This is after a concert performance where we are all dressed up, and thankfully we came out with the first place placement in a class that we were last secondly placed into.
Wow,
Yeah,
congratulations.
we
You
bumped
should,
up the class.
you should get probably prize for best dress too.
Yeah.
No one forgot their bow tie.
Yeah, they did, but that's okay. We had extras. Oh, there we are, loading the trailer with the snow.
So you had buses,
There you go.
parents.
Yep.
How long was the trip?
24 hours. Look at there. I had to tell about this, why I put it in. Because Jackson High people, we step in. That's one of our band parents there. Mrs. Kelly, washing windows. In the middle of the night, she said, I can't see out the window. So she gets out there, and then one of the employees from the gas place comes out and says, no, this is what you need to use. And he was showing her. It was great. Absolutely great. And they cleaned our bus windows before.
Got to see a little bit of the sights and
Yeah.
scenery.
Yep,
ahead.
that was the first place we stopped. It was really nice. I thought it was going to be, kind of weird getting off the bus, and just going straight to the beach, but it was very nice. And we got to spend some time on the beach. There was a nice pool, all kinds of little fun activities to kind of get us warmed up, for the trip.
What was the weather?
This is a classic hotel there in St. Petersburg. And matter of fact, we were out swimming and dolphins came.
Yeah,
in.
we
I mean,
saw
kids got
Oh,
to pet
wow.
dolphins in the wild. So
And
it
that's
was
the name of the hotel.
Postcard
Yep,
Inn.
Postcard
Yeah.
Inn.
It's a really neat place. I've been going there several years, and just a wonderful environment.
Yeah, you have the advantage of taking groups before this year,
Yep.
so you
Yeah.
know the lay of the land.
Yep, a little bit. There's our color guard practicing. This was at the high school that we were at, Jefferson High School, which is nice because it's JHS. He felt very comfortable there. But this is during one of the rehearsals. And then there's after our dinner night. Same location, but just didn't.
Oh, you had to
Fancy.
bring a lot. All your uniforms, the dress, the tuxedos and gowns, and dress clothes and beach clothes. I'd be very stressed about just packing for that trip.
I don't know. Were you guys stressed?
Not really. You'll be
No,
surprised
not-
how much you can pack in one suitcase.
Oh, yeah.
You'll
Yep.
be surprised.
The rule was you got to move it yourself.
Yep.
And how many students in the band that went?
We had 67 students go
Yeah.
along, 80 people altogether.
Wow.
So,
A lot of the parents, chaperones, including your mom.
Yep.
yeah.
And I know there's a lot on Facebook that your mom and other parents posted along the way there and back and from Raymond James Stadium. So a lot of really cool pictures. Now, you told me the last time you were here, Karsen, you hope that you'll be able to be in a college marching band next year. Brian, you're not so sure. I don't think that's in your future. But by being down there and rubbing shoulders with college musicians, did that give you
No, absolutely, absolutely. It's just the feel of it, the constant excitement, because every weekend it's something, whether it's away, it's home, like so many people screaming. I just love the atmosphere. I can't get enough of it.
And that's what I tried to. They put the college bands in two corners of the stadium, so they're always going, they're always playing, they're always moving. And I said, and it's really the truth. 90% of those kids in the college marching bands are not music majors. They're just people who like to have fun playing music, and all of our kids can do that at whatever level, whatever college level they choose to be a part of, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, you've had a lot of musicians go on to college.
Yep, and doing wonderfully, and then to go off in their careers after that. But it's really good.
Brian, what was the highlight of the whole experience for you?
Definitely being on that field. There's no experience
Yeah.
like stepping onto that field.
Karsen?
With all the other bands.
I'd say the same thing. Just like I said, I mean, the whole atmosphere of everything, the excitement, the rehearsals, it all had led up to that game, and that was a blast.
Did you guys pay attention to the actual football game at all?
A little bit.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
That was a pretty good. The first couple quarters were a little boring, but it got really good about after halftime.
Yeah, it seems like well, most of the bowl games this year were competitive, and at least entertaining. And the weather, it looks like it was great. We were pretty warm up
Weather
here.
was very good. We were fortunate.
Yes, weather was perfect.
And before the show, I asked these guys if there were any incidents, and instantly none, zero. It was a perfect experience, perfect trip. So that's got to be a reward too, by providing this kind of experience for the band at this point, every 4 years. That's got to be something that the band knows they're working toward earning. Not every school gets to do something like that.
No, and we're really fortunate. And I was going to tag on your question a moment ago on what my favorite part was. Well, my favorite part is easily their reactions. The student reactions. Hey, I've never been past Jackson County line. Hey, I've never been over. This is the Ohio River. That's Cincinnati. Oh, this is Atlanta. This is and or I've never seen this many kids in one place playing music, or anything like that. Or I've never been in this field. It just was really. It always is fun to provide this experience and to just do it. It's so worth any amount of work and money and time that we spend. Absolutely worth it.
Yeah, it looks like a ton of work.
Not really.
No.
It's just stuff.
It's fun work, you know.
Yeah, it is. It is. And we had 7 rehearsals here in town before we left, and then we had 2 rehearsals, total about 4 hours down there, and they did all the work ahead of time so that the group rehearsals worked so easily.
So now what? The bulk of the marching band season is over.
Yep. Now we're into concert season. We have several things coming up: solo and ensemble festivals, band festivals. We're hosting at Jackson High again, jazz festivals, district jazz, state jazz, Thornapple Jazz. These are all events that happen both at Jackson and around the state. We have Jackson County Honors Band, where all the schools in the county pull together and do a high school concert. And so, yeah, we've got a lot of activities for the remainder of the year.
Yeah.
Looking
Plus,
forward to it.
you'll be marching again. There's
Springtime
some
parades.
parades.
Yep.
Yeah.
Memorial and Rose Parade. Looking forward to both of those as well.
So right after. So when did you leave? It was.
Thursday the 29th.
So right after Christmas.
Yep.
A couple days
Yep.
after
Right up.
Christmas, or
Yep.
on the way. Great.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, thank you for being here. Thanks for doing just superb job representing the community.
They did.
And Tampa Bay. And thanks for
They really did.
coming back and sharing the stories with us.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for getting us the opportunity to share it to the county. We're so thankful. You're right. The community, the students, the parents, but our support. The donors that gave so much to provide this opportunity for our students at Jackson High. It just can't say thank you so many times, but just to really represent our community as an effort to say thank you.
Awesome.
And so we're really proud.
Good to see you guys. Happy New Year.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
What a great way to start the year, huh?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
From Jackson High School, Director of Bands Joel Shaner, Drumline Section Leader Karsen Kelly, and Drum Major Brian Huynh. Stay with us. We've got more coming up, some birthdays to celebrate next. Stay tuned.